Good morning. My name is Aaron Chatmon, and your name is?
Hi, I'm Jesse.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So basically, what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you an overview of what will be going on through these sessions. I'm studying school counseling, and I want you to feel very open and upfront with everything. I will be honest with you. You can be honest, choose to be honest with me. I want you to understand that everything that goes on and that is discussed in here will be between completely you and I. You don't have to worry about anyone else. I want you to feel open and free to discuss anything that's on your mind. And throughout the process, if you have any questions, any thoughts, any feelings, I want you to feel completely free to open yourself up to me. So what brings you in here today?
Um, well, I've been having some um, issues at home with my parents. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like they don't always listen to what I have to say. They sometimes really just kind of make snap judgments on really my mom. She does. She like, tells me no before she really listens to like what I have to say, and I don't know how to handle her. And I need to be able to do more stuff. Um, like they never let me use the car. They don't want me to. It's like they don't trust me, and but I'm trustworthy. I get good grades. I'm a good kid. Pretty much, I do what they tell me to. I don't know what else I can do to really, you know, make them let me have a little bit more freedom.
And do you have any siblings?
Yes,
How many other siblings do you have?
I have five siblings.
And of the five siblings, what order?
I'm the middle girl, so there's five girls and one boy, and I'm the middle of the five girls. So I have two older sisters, two younger sisters, and a younger brother.
Okay. And are the other older siblings still in school?
My older sisters are out of the house.
Okay.
So no, they're not. They're in college, but they graduated, and I'm the only one left in high school. And my younger siblings, like that's the thing. A lot of the time, I have to babysit them, and I don't really get to. That's one of the reasons I feel like my parents don't see like I do a lot for them. I'm giving up a lot of my time that other kids get to like socialize, and I have to like babysit my younger siblings because they're quite a bit younger. They're still in like elementary and middle school, so yeah, it stinks.
So your older siblings, did they have similar responsibilities when they were in the house?
Yeah, and they agree that like it wasn't fair. They couldn't wait to get out. It's like I can't wait to get out, but I wish my parents would be a little bit more reasonable. I need to be able to do more stuff.
Have you spoken with your parents about this?
Yeah, we fight about it all the time. I get in trouble. I've had to like sneak out before and stuff to even be able to go out, and then if I get caught doing that, I get grounded, and then it's like I'm perpetually grounded or something. But it's like, well, how can I even? I need to go out, so I have to like. There's got to be some way I can go out sometimes. So, it's just like a vicious cycle. And I just wish somebody would like tell my parents to like, be nicer or just like chill out. You know?
So how do they treat your younger siblings?
I mean, they don't make them do nearly as much stuff as like they made us do when I was their age, like the chores and stuff. They still expect me to do like most everything in the house. Cleaning up the dishwasher, making sure things are clean. It's like I'm a slave. It's really terrible.
So, do you feel as though your younger siblings get treated better than you?
Sure. Yeah. I guess. My parents aren't. They're working all the time, so I wouldn't even say that like my younger siblings have it so great either. But they could probably use my parents around more because yeah, my parents are more like empathetic towards them or whatever because I don't, I'm tired of babysitting. They're not my kids, so they're to me they're my younger siblings who get in the way of my social life a lot of the time.
Still recording.
I think so. Yeah. That way.
Is it? I hope they don't. They're gonna see that.
Oh,
Well, it sounds to me like you're having a very rough time right now. How long has this been going on?
I mean, how old am I? 16? 16 years? No. I mean, my brother was born when I was 7.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, my parents were like doing, I mean, I don't know. My parents have a small business, they're entrepreneurs, so they always were kind of working a lot. And then, pretty much right away, when as soon as we were old enough, we started to have to babysit the kids, and then they just started having more and more kids. And for a long time, it was like my sister and I just had my parents to ourselves, my sisters and I. And then um, when the kids started being born again, it's like they started having kids again after like 7 years, and just us basically. And um, yeah, I don't know, it just sucks.
So tell me about the time before your younger siblings came into this world.
I mean, I just feel like I remember my oldest sister is quite a bit older than my one right above me too, so it was even just like the four of us for quite some time, and we would just we'd be able to just go around and do things more freely. I feel like my parents had more time to spend with us, more attention on us. I remember going to Red Sox games all the time growing up, just having our little like um, family, our little four-person unit almost. Um, and I do remember the funny thing is I remember my oldest sister had to babysit me and my sister quite a bit. So I feel like I'm definitely she's way out of the house now, so I'm definitely getting a taste of like her medicine now with my younger two sisters and my younger brother. Um, but I don't know, my parents I wish they would just get like a babysitter more. Like they got us I had an au pair growing up, and it's like now that they have us, then they don't use like a babysitter anymore that they pay. They just use us to do it, and they don't ask us, and they don't pay us.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel as though life life could have been different had your younger siblings not been around?
Absolutely.
So do you feel as though it's their fault, or do you feel as though it's still your parents' fault?
I feel like it's my parents' fault. But I feel like I would be probably nicer to my. I feel like sometimes I end up taking out like my frustration and my just tired of taking care of them on them. Like as if it's their fault, and it's not their fault, and it's my parents. I just don't think my parents really have a lot of extra money, so that's part of the reason why they need us to help them babysit rather now. Like when obviously they had more money when they didn't have as many kids, and their business was doing a little bit better when I was younger, so they've been through a little bit of hard times, and that's kind of like reflected in what I can do too socially. So, it just sucks. I feel like different from other kids. Like other kids just have it like easier. Like they can just seems like their parents just let them do whatever they want, go wherever they want. They give them rides. They don't have anybody to like babysit.
So do you believe that the financial strain of supporting so many kids had a negative effect on you?
Yeah, sure. Having so many kids and the financial strain cost.
So what I want to try is I want to try role play. I'm going to take the role of your parent, and I want you to tell your parent how you feel about your role in the family.
Okay.
So we can begin with you.
Well, Dad, I mean, I just don't understand why you guys can't get a babysitter. Like, I need more time for myself, for my own social life. I feel like I always have to babysit my younger brother and sisters.
Well, you have to understand we can't afford it, so we have to put the responsibility on you because we trust that you can handle your younger siblings.
yeah, but I can't always do it. I need more help from you, and then you want me to do housework and everything else.
Well, I understand how frustrated you are, but you're young. You have the energy, you have the time. You should be able to manage this. This isn't anywhere near what we had to go through when we were raising you all.
Well, I mean, they're not my kids. I mean, just, I don't know. I mean, I know you don't have money, and I try to help you out like as much as I can, but it's just a lot. I mean, it's a lot of time, and I feel like then you like ground me if I want to go and do something. You don't let me go, so then I feel like I have to just go do it on my own and not even ask for permission. Like, can't you give me some more like leeway?
Well, you have to understand that we know what's best for you. We believe that we're doing what's best for you so that we can protect you and so that you can have the opportunities that we couldn't have when we were younger.
But I don't even need protection. Like, what are you protecting me from? Like having any experience. I'm just tired. I mean, this is the same thing like they tell me. This really is, but I need better answers than that. Like I need more compromise than that because I just don't think it's fair compared to like other people.
Okay. So let's switch roles.
Okay.
You'll be the parent and I'll be the
Okay.
Mom, I don't understand why I have to do all these responsibilities. I don't want to watch my siblings. I don't want to do all the chores all the time. Why can't you find someone else to do these things? Why can't I have a life?
Sweetheart, what would make you really happy or come maybe we can come to some sort of compromise. Maybe if we look at how much time you're really spending versus how much time we're spending, um, babysitting or doing chores, like why don't we all sit down and come to an agreement about what's fair and how we can help each other out?
You say that, but you don't mean it because what ends up happening is you say you're going to compromise, but you never have time for us anyway. You're always working. And so I have to take your responsibilities and take care of my little brothers and sisters. I shouldn't have to do that.
Well, we haven't tried this compromise yet, so why don't we write in a time on the schedule that we can sit down and have this meeting, and then we will see, or we can have a period of time where we record how much you have watched them, and maybe we can pick out a number that it has to be limited to, or we have to get a babysitter, something like that.
Okay, now, you say compromise. What do you mean when you say compromise?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess no matter what, I'm gonna have to do some of it, but I just want them to acknowledge. I can see how, when we role played, like how you being me, how I kind of am a little bit stubborn, like about just like saying, you know, about just saying like, no, you're not going to do that or whatever. Like I don't believe them because they haven't done it in the past. But I wish that they would be a little bit more like, oh yeah, we're definitely going to compromise. So
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like if I could even get to a place of them admitting that they would, or like actually compromising,
Mm-hmm.
that would be really helpful.
So what would be a compromise for you?
Um, I don't know, like how about I get to go out always, at least unless they're like out of town or something. I
Mm-hmm.
always get to go out at least one night during the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, most every kid gets to go out Friday and Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Like every one of my friends. So if I could just go out at least one night, and if I can go out too, like don't make such a big deal out of it because there's many times when they've given me a hard time about even going out one. So on the weekends where they can really watch them, they should do it because
Mm-hmm.
I watch them during the weekdays too. So they should think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, like they can maybe like just help me record like or just like yeah like we can all record how many hours we babysit the kids and what chores I do and maybe they could give me a damn allowance,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
So you feel that you should be rewarded for your work with your siblings and the chores around the house.
Yeah, I mean, or just like even with being able to use a car or something. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's got to be some kind of. But basically, I'm doing their job. Like a lot of parents, I feel they're spoiled. But a lot of parents just watch their own kids and they, like they take care of the younger siblings. They don't expect it necessarily for older siblings, or they get a babysitter if they have the money, or they also do chores. A lot of moms do all the chores. Like I do my own laundry, I do like everything. So I just wish that they would like see that and
So have you ever talked to your parents about making a compromise?
not really, not like this, because we were usually like fighting. Because I don't really think that I feel like they just have the attitude like, you need to do this and that, and don't like. But I don't feel like they're really open to me.
So how would you, if you were given the opportunity to confront your parents on this and offer them a compromise, how would you go about doing that?
Maybe like be like, so my mom's the one that usually says no. My dad, I guess, my dad's he don't really take it serious. It's like weird. My mom's the serious one. She's the more strict. She'll say like, I'll say maybe if I use this as uh, leverage. Like I saw a counselor because I'm very frustrated with the way things have gone. I think we fight too much, and I really like to just sit down together and like, acknowledge and like talk about what the situation looks like to each one of us, and maybe come up with some kind of compromise of how we can at least acknowledge each other so that I don't feel like I'm just being a slave and just like only can only have to do exactly what you say all the time without any, you know, acknowledgement or without any like payment or because I do more than the average kid. So,
Could I maybe try to express what you desire as I'm you and you be your mother?
Okay.
Hi mom, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Mom, I had an idea. I know that you allow me to take care of my siblings and to do chores around the house, but I wanted to know if it was possible for us to come to some sort of compromise because sometimes it can take a toll on me that I feel as though I don't get enough time for myself. So maybe we can come to an agreement and maybe I can get one day out of the week, preferably on the weekends, where I could just go out and hang out with my friends.
Hmm. I mean, we let you go out all the time, so I don't know. I mean, that's different. You want to have like a set day?
Yes, that would be great if you would allow that because I do so much for you all and I feel as though I'm not being compensated enough for it. I don't necessarily need money, but I do like to get out of the house sometimes.
Hmm. Well, your father and I have a lot of work to do. We don't have a lot of money, and the business hasn't been going as well lately, and I just don't know. I mean, what do you have in mind for? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can talk about a system or something.
Well, that would be great for me. Just as long as I'm able to, get out and have fun. I can't sit in the house all day and take care of my siblings. I love them, but sometimes it can take its toll on me. I understand that you all have work, but during the weekends you all aren't working, so I don't see how it would be a problem for you all.
Okay, well maybe we can talk about what if you do a certain thing and you're done with your homework and you're done with your chores, you know, maybe we can come up with a system so that you can always have a certain amount of time on the weekend to yourself. I guess I can understand that.
Okay, so how did that sound to you?
I sound very reasonable. That's the thing. I think I always unless you're fighting, but I mean, yeah, I think that's how I would want to approach it. So I don't know what they'll say. I hope they'll say something. I guess it's worth a try.
Well, that should. I think this is enough for the first meeting. I would like to give you some homework.
Okay.
I want you to try to talk to you.
Okay.
I want you to begin with just let them know what you've been doing for the family, and I want you to try to get ask them for a little bit of time on the week. Start off small, maybe a couple hours to yourself to hang out with your friends or a bit, and then I want you to come up to me next session and let me know.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you. I look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks. See you next week.
Well, oh, I don't know. That was funny.
Funny because I thought I took. Like, oh,